Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. So we're doing another prompt today, and it's day 18, and we are going for something bright. And I think of bright colors when I hear bright. So that's what I'm going to try to make. We're going to do a background with some strong colors, and then I'm going to add these roses that I have painted. And these are painted with acrylic ink on UPO paper, mineral paper. It's actually not paper, it's more like a plastic sheet. Looks like this. It's A4, and sorry for the shine of the light, but it's white sheets like this, and A4 size, and almost like a thin plastic sheet. So the color can't soak up into the paper, which make it special. So the color is kind of laying on top of the plastic until it dries. So it's very shiny, but I think that it's so beautiful to paint on, because the color kind of explodes onto the paper when you put water on it. So I will show you a little recording where I have painted this. You can also see a longer recording on my Instagram with the same name, Annelies Journaling. So that's what we're going for today. So I'm going to start the same way as I did with these. I'm going to start with wetting my paints. The pages will get water first, and then I will put some ink on them and give it a background that is a little bit different maybe. So I'm going to use acrylic inks and also some Liquitex acrylic inks, and just blend them together and make a bluish turquoise-ish color, and make that a background for the roses. So let's start with putting on some water, and it's gesso on top of these brown papers. It's just brown wrapping paper I reused from some, I think maybe some Amazon packaging or something like that. So quite a lot of water. And it's a bit difficult now when it's not flat, but we are going to try anyway. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of this and let it spread into the water. Soaking up a little bit of water. I'm just adding some more water to make it spread. Take the big brush and do the same on the other side. To do like this. And see what we can get. I think we need a little bit more of the turquoise. Trying to not use the brush too much. Want this to kind of move as it like. When it gets some water on it. Helping it a little bit around the edges. So we get the color all the way out to the edge. I'm going to dry this and then I will be back so that we can continue. So the ink is dry and we can continue with some more decorations. I want to have some modeling paste and do some white swirls on this. Bit of romance. So I'm just using a modeling paste from a local Swedish online store. Just trying to decide where I want it and make it kind of straight. There, I think. same on this side, but I'm going to put it laying down. Like that. And it will need to dry a little bit before we put something else on it. Should we maybe have a little bit more up here? Yes, I think that's good. So I'm going to clean this, and then I will be back in a second, and we can start adding the roses. So the ink is dry, and we can continue with some more decorations. I want to have some modeling paste and do some white swirls on this. Bit of romance. So I'm just using a modeling paste from a local Swedish online store. Just trying to decide where I want it and make it kind of straight. There, I think. Same on this side, but I'm going to put it laying down. Like that. And it will need to dry a little bit before we put something else on it. Should we maybe have a little bit more up here? So I'm going to clean this, and then I will be back in a second, and we can start adding the roses. So the next step is to make pockets from the roses I have painted. I just added a couple of seam binding on the back of 5 of them, and then we're going to glue them down on these pieces. This is just some blue paper that I have glued on lace pieces on, and that's just because it's sturdier when I'm going to use them as pockets. So I just took some paper that was a little bit blue, because you won't be able to see so much of it anyway when we have put all the roses on top of it. So let's see how we are going to put them down. Try something like that, I think. We need to try and see how far we will get. That's one. Crumble down this seam binding and put on a little clamp while that is drying. Not on my fingers. Try a little bit while we start with the other one. same with the seam binding. Caramble it down and hold it for a second. Don't think I have a clamp that is so long. Maybe I can use this one, the big one. That works. So going back to this one and let's glue this a little bit more. Now when we can see where we have them, the leaves. We need to have one side that isn't covered with leaves, so that we can put something down perfectly. I think I need to take this off. It will be too much. Come on. More clamps. then we might need to trim something more off, but for now it looks like that. Something like this. We need to look when I have taken off the clamps which one is best for the spot. So back in a minute. So they are dry, and I have sewn on top of them on my sewing machine. And then if I had remembered to do a knot, I have started to do a little stitching on them. And should we have one for that? One, two. Okay, we have our pockets done. Maybe one there. And one on that side. So we have a couple of pages that are bright, and I actually love them. I don't often think that bright colors is good, but I think that winter and darkness and all bad things that happens in our world, we sometimes just need all the color we can get. And I actually think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to leave it like this. We don't need to overdo it. So this will be my prompt for day 18, bright. So that was all for today, and have a nice evening. Bye bye from Sweden.